guys! Today we are going to be drawing 3 different types of manga girl hair, and I've drawn these 3 girls to do different hairstyles on, and this is a level 1 sort of tutorial. For the hair difficulty, it's a beginner's thing, so it's not going to be very elaborate hair, but I'm going to show you how to make hair look really good and have it be really easy. Here are the themes. This is going to be an energetic, cute character, and we're going to have her hair match her looks. This is the sort of shy, sweet character that is so often the main character of mangas and anime. And the thing we're doing is we're going to have the hair match all of these characters. And before you ask, yes, this girl does have one eye. That's because she is going to have a really dark goth hairstyle with the hair actually falling over where the eye would be, so I didn't draw it in. Let's begin with the really cute character. Okay, I've decided that she is going to have 2 short ponytails. Her hair is not going to be very long, so let's put in the rest of her head so that we know how big to make the hair. And then we will put in the 2 ponytails, which are going to be pointing backwards because of her motion. She's leaning forwards, as you can see from the back of her school uniform little thing. So this big sort of teardrop pear sort of shape is going to be pointing back as well. Now we draw a line tilting up by her head, and this will be the other ponytail on the other side of her head. We need that line there so that the ponytails can be in line. Although this isn't terribly important, if you wanted you could have them be terribly not symmetrical at all, which would make it look like her hair was really messy, but we aren't going into such deep detail as that right now. So let's put in her bangs now. They're going to fall almost on her eyes. This line indicates about how far they're going to come down, and then the back of her hair comes in and goes down in a few strands. Okay, her hair is parted in the middle because she has a symmetrical hairstyle, so we'll just cut that in the middle and make 2 lumps on either side of it. Now let's go to the ponytail. We're going to put some spikes off of it, and this is the motion the ponytail is going to be in. It's going to curve up at the end, so we have to keep that in mind as we put in the strands. And now for this one, I'm going to put a big crazy strand of hair poking up right there. And this one is not going to have much going on with it because we can't see all of it. And let's come down, and there'll be a strand poking right out there before it all curves and becomes really curly and uneven. Let's erase the guidelines and clean this image up a little. And I'm going to put in a few more strands right here, and 1 more coming off of there. And just to show what is making those ponytails, I'm going to give her 2 little string bows. And that is that for this really cute hairstyle. Let me just go in, darken the lines, polish everything up, and shade it, and then we'll move on to girl number 2. Okay, now we are going to do the second girl, the sort of goth one. And like I said before, she is missing this eye because it's going to be obscured by her hair. So, like with the other one, I'm just going to sketch it in the top of the head so we know how big the hair is going to be. And then we will begin by showing where the part is going to be, which is right here. That's because I want a big strand of hair to be falling like this. It's actually going to be curving out like a wing, and I'll just do that now to make it not so confusing. And the rest of the hair will come down in choppy little strands, almost obscuring the other eye as well, before falling behind the ear. Her hair is actually going to be about as short as a boy's hairstyle. So now that we have that, we make this arch, which is like the front of a bird's wing, and this is the rest of it. And then we make it fan out from the bottom. Now we're going to work with the way too smooth parts of the hair and make them jagged. And I'm going to put in a few little marks right there. Actually, this one is unnecessary. And then we can erase our guidelines and put down a tone, darken the outside lines, and get this style done. Alright, now we are moving on to the final girl's hair. Alright, now we are moving on to the final girl's hair, and her style is going to be long and pretty much straight hair that has no ribbon, and the bangs are going to be kind of squared off. So, let's begin by showing that the hair is going to be blowing. Lauren!
Yeah.
Yes? I'm filming, so try to be quiet in there. And then we will outline the bangs, which will actually not going to be blowing. And as you can see, it's not just a straight line, it's a slight curve. And we're actually going to have it come down here and here. Now I'm going to erase these parts of the head, and we'll start putting in the lines. To make straight bangs, we'll have really uneven, curved triangles coming up from that line. And then we put just normal lines in between. And when we erase out the bottoms of these curved triangles, we have really easy bangs. I'm going to go in and darken the lines and bring the bangs down a little farther, just make it a little more uneven. Because being uneven is the key for most hairstyles. It makes it look realistic to have lots of strands going every which way. Even with an orderly hairstyle, it's never, well, almost never, I think, completely symmetrical. I'm gonna erase these guidelines, before we continue. And her hair comes in right here and then goes back out, and her hair doesn't really have a definite part, but we're going to make it come down in the middle anyways. And then we'll have a strand coming off before we keep the hair uniform until it comes down to the bottom, which is where it will again look like it has been cut in a very uniform way. And I think that's a bit high, so the rest of them are going to be very small and close together. And there's going to be a strand coming off here, and one more here. And since there's not much going on, we will actually put a few strands back here to make it look better. Now I'm going to go through and erase things and darken lines until it looks better than this. And this hairstyle calls for just a little bit of shading. I've decided that this girl is a blonde, which means that her hair is not going to be quite as dark as the other girl's hair, so the shading is very, very minimal. That's Yuki. Yuki! Stop being weird! I don't know why she's always chatty when I'm trying to film this. That is so rude, Yuki. So rude. You rude little girl. And that is it. I hope this video is helpful to you guys, and it was really great making it, and I will see you in the next one.